I really,
just
really
watch
need
out for
your
that
help.
outlet again.
Oh God,
Sarge.
the outlet. Sarge, the outlet.
no.
Oh, Sarge, the outlet. Oh God, he's doing it again.
Jeez.
It's like a
does that every
9-volt battery.
Yeah, sure, Sarge, sure, man. Alrighty, guys. Well, like I said, I'm so nervous. I didn't think like anything would happen. Like this is incredible. Like, I have I'm not gonna lie, I have a pretty darn good feeling we're gonna get this, guys. Like I feel like we finally accomplished this. And hats off to you guys, everybody here. Sarge, thank you so much for encouragement. Chekhov for your leadership. You random hobo guy, thanks for being there. Just always being there.
Dude.
And then you, most of all, Guy, what's your name again? Braden?
What?
Braden. Me? I think your name is Braden. Clayton.
You're not talking about me, right?
I'm looking right at you, bro. Like, fine, whatever, Guy. What? Guy 2. You're Guy 2 now. Anyways, Guy 2, thanks for
what happened to Hayden, Joe?
Just for that, for being who you are.
Hayden, the bunny ears on the TV isn't working very well. Can you come over here and just grab this left one over here and stretch out your arm as far as you can make it?
Yeah, let me wheel on over there real quick, guys.
I'm sure that wheelchair metal is gonna help us get the signal if you.
Yeah, someone give me a quick push.
Help us out.
All right, everyone. Now remember. Whether we win, okay, listen, Hayden, I'm talking right now, and I don't appreciate you interrupting me. No wonder why Joe forgets who you are.
Oh, I've just pulled the antenna out.
Oh,
dang it. Oh, it poked me in the eye. Oh.
You're so clumsy. Here, just give me the damn thing.
Oh, look, guys, it's on. Whatever we did, we made it work.
Listen, all I'm trying to say is no matter what happens, whether we win or lose, it's how we've come together that is really it. Because really the true friendship that we've always accomplished was each other, right? That is the greatest lesson of all time, okay?
Good day, and welcome to the Alaskan News.
Oh, look, it's on.
All right, everyone, shut up, it's on!
An election for the ages. You have no idea what kind of landfall has happened.
Yeah,
Steve Smith has won this election hands down.
What?
Almost 1,000 votes more. Well, let's just turn this TV off right now.
Oh, God.
What?
I knew
what
it.
Did he say? 100,000? What did he say?
I think he said something like 1,000 more.
Win. What?
God, guys. I'm so sorry. We had a chance to lead to victory, and I let us down. Oh, God.
Who would have voted for that slimy person anyway? I mean, he stole all our stuff.
Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah, who voted for him?
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
we had such a good video campaign. We put so much
video
work
campaign,
into it.
shirts, everything, guys.
What are we gonna do?
We sank all our money into this.
At the store, he's got fireworks going up on top of the Kinko's.
God.
We had Miss Joe in a tiny bikini.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, guys. I gotta take a moment. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, guys, real quick. I'll be back. Oh, wow, this is crazy. I mean, look at the numbers. I mean, Joe got smacked. I mean, there's literally thousands more people who voted for this guy who don't even live here. Like strangely, like there's way more people.
What do you mean?
What I'm saying is like the numbers, like people were so infatuated with Steve Smith that
there's definitely a lot of Smiths in Alaska, apparently.
Quite a lot of Smiths. Like, look at all this Smith. Like, you got Steve-O Smith.
And a lot
Steven
of Steves,
Smiths.
too.
Yeah, a lot of them. And frankly, I have to tell you, like, that's a lot of people to vote. Like, more than likely.
Who would name their daughter Stevana?
This is crazy. So many Smiths.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith? What?
Yeah, Mr. Smith has quite a bit of family members to vote. That's really probably what happened is his family was down here to support him. And it's tough to beat family support.
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
Guys,
sure.
He's coming over from the Kinko's. I bet you he's going to come over here.
Oh, here he comes, guys.
It's coming, guys. But like I said, it's crazy. He was so popular that more people
That
voted
is
for him than who
right.
even
That
live
is
here.
right. Welcome, your new senator of Alaska. All bow down and hail Steve Smith. That is right. Now you will be working for me. That is right. Where is that Chinese man? I need to gloat in his face.
Listen, Joe is having a very tough time, and he's in the bathroom trying to relax. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's having the worst time of his life. Yes, yes, I need to see it. I need to get this on the flip phone. I'm going to record on the flip phone. I have to
Listen,
get his
you
reaction.
won. You don't need to rub it in. Jeez.
Gosh, that's what I'm trying to say. He's
Hey,
frankly
where
quite a
is he?
rude
In
man.
this bathroom right here?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, how many
Is
family
that you,
members do you
Joe?
have in this state?
What?
Like, who is
Are
this
you in
Steve?
the?
Who's there? Who is there? Oh,
Is that you,
oh
sad
God.
fat Chinese man? Did you see the numbers? I kicked your ass, man. Your ass was wiped along that floor.
Who let
Did
you
you
in
see the
here?
votes?
L-
Oh, I
Listen,
got in
man.
myself.
Listen, man. I'm trying. I did my best, okay,
What?
and I
What
don't
is
need
it?
you
Hang on.
rubbing it in my face.
Let me get the flip phone. Let me record. What is it? Hang on. 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now say. Start the crying. Start the tears.
Listen, I'm not.
I'm getting
I'm
it.
not
I'm
gonna
getting it.
cry. All right, you can't. You
Yes.
can't do this to me.
Yes. Look at this
Hey, hey,
sad
hey,
loser,
you get
man.
that phone out of Joe's face.
It's fine. No, I can do
Okay.
this.
Okay.
No, it's fine. Listen. You might have won this time, all right, but next time
This.
I'll get you.
Well, good thing there won't be a next time because you losers are getting kicked out to your home country.
What
That
do you
is
mean?
effective immediately. Pack up your things. Yes, you too, fat Russian man. Get out of here.
What?
You take
You're
your
kicking us
business and
out of
your stinky
Alaska?
subs. Yes,
But
yes.
we lived here for so long, like two
You
or
don't.
3 months. We've practically Alaskans.
Yes, yes. Save it for your future children.
Fine.
Get going.
You know what? We do have to leave, but you know what's even better? I remember this one rule, this one law,
What?
and that is if you're going to kick us out of Alaska, okay, you're going to have to give us a shotgun and a dog sled team.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. There is no such law. I do not
No,
believe this.
100%. It's in the law. Why don't you look it
This
up
is the
yourself?
reason you lost. You do not know the laws and the policies like I do.
Well, actually, he's not
What?
wrong. Joe was studying the whole portions of the law. He's trying to get ready to become the leader of Alaska. And frankly, there is a section law here, if you see inside this book right here, page 222, section A-B, column I.
Oh, I forgot you're
Yeah.
such a businessman. Oh, you do know these things. All right, all right. I guess I will honor the one law. Here you go. Here is my shotgun. I will give it to you. There
You
you
just
go.
carry a shotgun on you? My goodness.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
we
I
are
have
in
many
Alaska.
items. You see this fanny pack? I have many items in here.
All right.
What is the other thing? You need some sleds or something and a dog?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dog sled
Okay,
team. That's
okay.
everything. Yeah, 100%.
You can go ahead and take the one behind the store. I will call it out. Let me call for the dogs.
All right, fine. Oh, wow.
It's really going to be our last day in Alaska?
I guess so.
Okay. They're on their way. Now you losers can get out of my own state. This is the state of Steve Smith now. I own everything.
All right, Steve. We're leaving. But I want you to
Yeah,
remember,
whatever.
just want you to remember that, this can happen to anybody. And it'll come it'll come to you too. All right?
Whatever you say, loser man. You fat loser man.
I'm going back to the bathroom, guys.
Go cry in your mistakes, man.
All right, listen here. All right, do one. Now, you've got 2 seconds to leave this location before I force you to leave. Do you understand?
Whoa, you're using my own shotgun against me. Okay,
Listen,
okay,
that's right.
okay, just...
I
I will
will
get
use
out of
this.
here. But just know, Steve Smith is the winner.
All right, fine, get out of here. Silly man. Guys,
Oh, jeez, that guy's annoying.
I have to tell you something. I have to be honest. So I've been doing the math, and as mentioned before, more people voted for Steve Smith than anybody else that actually lives here in Alaska.
Hey, what is the population of Alaska?
Let me look it up. Trying to remember. I had it written down somewhere. Let's see. Maybe it's in my little computer here. Population of Alaska. Last I checked, I believe it was only under 800,000. Yes. Look, it's only been about 700 and just 30,000 people live in Alaska. But if you look at Steve Smith,
when did we get a computer?
if you add up Steve,
All the cell phone, Hayden. Figure it out.
yeah. Thank you, Sarge. All right, if you add everything up from Steve's vote to Joe's vote, everything adds up to over 900,000 voters. 200,000 of those go to Steve Smith. Frankly, I think
it's amazing. Almost 100% of the Alaskans voted. I mean, isn't that more typically like 50% of the population votes?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Guys, I have to be honest. I'm pretty sure Mr. Smith cheated.
And I'm pretty sure he doesn't have 50 family members. I mean, oh, well, no, there's more than that. Holy jeez, there's like 200 Smiths on this name.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen.
All right, I have to be honest with you guys. I'm pretty sure he's cheating, right? But frankly, I don't want Joe to win. I want to leave the state, guys.
It is a little cold here.
It's cold.
But the northern lights are freaking beautiful when they're
yes, but that's the only lights you get for like 2 months.
Yeah,
there
you can't see anything else.
It's pure darkness. And then there are days where it's pure light. I can't get my sleep schedule. It is all messed up.
Yeah, but we
and
can't tell this to
Joe. Don't forget the days when you go to work in the dark and you go home in the dark and it's only light for a couple hours.
What I'm saying, guys, I don't want to be here in Alaska. I want to get back to my original state. I want to open up my business again. And frankly, I want to find Carla and get my business going with her.
Yeah, you are pretty obsessed with that Carla girl.
All right, listen. I think we all have to come to terms.
I hear you talking in your sleep at night.
Listen, all right, you keep that
Carla,
to yourself, Hayden. You keep that to yourself. Do you understand me? Keep it to yourself. All right.
Hey guys, we can't tell this to Joe.
Not at all. We're all in agreement that we don't tell Joe, and that way we can actually leave this state.
On camera.
He did.
Steve Smith's got a video of that.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to live it down, and that is the plan. We will leave Alaska.
No, Steve Smith is playing the video of Joe crying outside of his store. The Kinko subs.
Oh, look how sad he is.
Oh, he's got it in slow motion. Oh, he's got the emojis too, and the memes.
Look at that.
He edited that pretty fast.
Oh, dang, there's a song to it. He's edited music to it. He's made a song of Joe crying.
Well, we need to get out of here as soon as we can. Someone's gonna get Joe out of that bathroom and get us on that.
All right. Before we do this, though, we have to be in agreement. No one must say anything to Joe about this ever.
All right.
All right. You can go get him.
Okay. I'll go get him. Hey, Joe.
What?
Joe, you in there?
Who's there?
You okay?
Who's there?
It's Hayden, man.
Oh, Hayden. Oh man, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Dude, I've been here the whole time, man.
What do you mean, Hayden? Dude, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You've been gone a long time. I got to tell you a whole lot of things, man.
I think the stress of this campaign's gone to your head, man.
I got to. So I was going to tell you, like, I tried to run for Alaskan senator, and I lost, Hayden.
Yeah, I saw
I
it
lost,
all, man.
And I sank all our money into this campaign, man. And we're broke, bro. We're broke again.
Yeah, I know, man. It's okay. We're gonna go home, okay?
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm
glad you're here.
The dog sleds out there.
Who told you I was here? How'd you find me? That's not important right now. Don't even worry about it. I'm glad you're here, Hayden, man. Just give me a hug, bro. Just give me a hug right now.
Thanks, bud. Dude, you gotta remember the lakes.
Big old hug.
I'm kind of like crippled now.
There you go. Thanks, Hayden. I really needed that. I needed that the
Man, we
most.
gotta get you to a doctor or something. Work on that memory.
Sure, man. Whatever you say, dude. But I'm so glad you found me.
Yeah. All right, man. I guess I can wheel us both out if you're gonna continue to sit on me.
Yeah, that's fine.
On my
I need
wheelchair.
it. I do need
Keep
this.
crying on my shoulder.
That's fine.
All right, guys, I got Joe here. Ugh.
Hi,
All right.
everybody.
At least the dogs remember us. These are the same dogs that Joe used as a limo.
Oh, really?
They're gonna be your best friends, Joe. They'll keep you happy.
Thanks,
on
man.
the way.
Guys, look, I found Hayden. Did you guys know Hayden was here? He just got here. Like, I'm so glad you're here, Hayden. Everybody say hi to Hayden.
Hi.
Hi. All right, yes. Hi, Hayden, who has not been here the whole time at all. What's happening, Hayden?
I don't know. He doesn't remember me or something. Now he remembers me, I guess.
All
I
right,
don't know.
fine.
He totally forgot my whole
The rest of
existence
this
here in
campaign's
Alaska.
for sure, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but at least he knows we're going home, so.
Yeah, guys, we're going home. I can't do this anymore.
All right, Joe. We'll get you in the dog sled here,
Okay.
man, okay?
That's fine.
You just gotta get off me, okay?
Shoot, hold on. I forgot. So we're broke, right?
Yeah, but we've got enough to get home, okay, man?
Well, the problem is, though, is we don't have enough
no.
to go home now because, well, Mrs. Smith wanted a first-class ride back to her family, and so she's used all of the money we had for that. So in order for us to make sure we get there home and
Mrs.
safe.
Joe?
Yeah, Mrs. Joe's gone right now. So,
No.
yeah, well, she thought everything was a shoe-in, so
How?
she wanted to go home and early celebrate. And so now the problem is we don't have any money to get home, and we got to make sure these dogs are fed. So we're going to have to do a podcast to make sure we can get home and feed these dogs.
Well, right now, I thought we're almost there. I mean,
Almost
can't we
where,
just-
Hayden? Almost where? All
we're
I know is we're
outta
almost
here,
to.
man.
Hayden, listen.
What?
We have to feed these dogs. Okay? It's the right thing to do. So in order to do that, we have to do a podcast. You're going to sit here and let dogs die? Is that what it is, Hayden? You know what? Maybe you shouldn't have come back here if you're going to have that attitude.
What? No, that's not it, dude.
Oh, yeah?
I'm sure along the way we'll find someone to take care of the dogs, man. I mean, right? There's plenty of, like, dog sled stops along the way, right?
I'm sure there's a couple places to stop too. I mean, we probably don't want to be here as long as we can because
Yeah, Steve Smith seemed pretty adamant about us getting out of here, man. And either way, the dogs are gonna.
But if you think we can get away with it,
I don't know, man. What if we just do it on the way?
On the way? Yeah. Yeah, we can do like a mobile podcast. I'm sure that'll work just fine.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Just get
I'll
on the
work
dog
pretty
sled.
hard at keeping the dogs silent while the podcast is going on.
Oh.
Yeah, Joe's got some good microphones, right, man? And some sound.
No, I think he's right.
Material.
Nope, you've reconvinced me there, Sarge. We're going to have to do it here, right here.
What? Oh, we can't. You look at Steve. Look, Joe, you're on the TV. Steve Smith is.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, shoot.
Oh. This is ridiculous.
We better get out of here, man.
All right, fine. We're going to go. But how are we going to record this podcast? We do need to get this podcast recorded.
We'll have to figure it out on the way, man. I don't know. All right, everybody up? In?
All right. I'm in.
Ah,
What about you, Sarge? Are you in?
this is a comfy sled.
All right.
Oh, what? He's got the first class seat. I'm
So
just
who's
pretty much
steering
total
this
on here.
thing anyway?
Oh, that's you, man. You got the front seat there.
Uh,
That's the only seat.
Hayden, you don't know how a dog sled works. See, the guy on the back who's standing the whole time, he's got his feet on the skis and holding on to the handle. He's the one that controls the dogs. Anybody sitting in the sleigh seat doesn't control the dogs. It's just not how you do it.
Well, I don't think we have time for that, guys. They're going.
Whoa!
Ugh.
This would be more fun if I wasn't so sad.
Oh.
the horizon.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye, Alaska. I had such great high hopes for you and dreams that'll never be accomplished again. Thanks for being who you are, Alaska. I'm sorry
Oh,
I
can't see it
couldn't
because it's
be-
dark again. The northern lights went out.
Oh God, it happened again.
Oh man, it's so cold.
Beautiful northern lights in the sky.
Well, all right, guys. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a nap. Just,
Okay.
I'm gonna just
Yeah.
lay in your lap here, Hayden. Just shh.
Yeah. What?
Just be quiet. Just accept this, Hayden. Just accept this.
Ugh.
Oh, ain't that so sweet?
What?
Well, only a little bit until we're in Canada, I guess.
Well, Canada.
I mean, we're in Alaska. The only way to get to the rest of the United States is through Canada at this
Yeah.
point.
It is true. We
Oh,
have to
great.
travel to Alaska. Well, from
Oh,
Alaska to
no.
Canada. Yes, exactly right. Question.
Look, up there. What is that?
What do you see, Hayden?
It's a small light, and it's getting bigger.
There's a. Huh?
What is that? It looks like some kind of outpost or something.
Well, let's
We're
go
headed
see
right
what
to
it
it.
is.
Maybe we
Oh,
can
but-
get some hot chocolate.
Ooh, hot
dogs are slowing
chocolate. That will
down.
bring up the old bones.
Oh, what? It's some kind of checkpoint or some security, some police or.
Oh, it must be the border.
Oh no, it's the border patrol, guys. What do we do?
Well, what do you mean? What
Welcome
do we do?
to Canada, eh?
Oh, everyone that cool. Everyone that cool.
Uh,
Hello, fellow Canadian. If you cannot tell
Yeah.
from my accent, I'm quite Canadian myself.
Well, I mean, you're coming from over there, from the American side, eh? I don't know you know where you're going, buddy.
Well, we're trying to get back to America, but unfortunately, we have to travel to Alaska to get to America. So, you
'Cause
know,
who puts a state in the other country that they're not even in, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's right, buddy. You just go over to this right here, eh? And you're going to go all the way past that spot over there, and you'll be all the way down to the United States again, bud.
Oh, hey, dudes, what are y'all doing here?
oh dang, it's one of those like hippie homeless guys.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
Are
I
we
know these
sitting on
guys.
him the whole time? Where the heck was he?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
you
I've
don't
been
know
here.
this guy here, buddy?
I've been sleeping in the little shack here. I remember these. I can remember the Russian man's voice. I know these guys. These guys were my best buds back in Alaska.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
whoa.
employee at best.
Yeah, man, I've been working here for 390 days, I think, right? I can't
Do you
remember.
know this guy? Hey, buddy?
Yeah, we know that guy.
It's
Oh,
true.
yeah,
He's
I
one of
know.
the greatest employees. He got employee of the day.
Yeah, I made all the subs for this guy, and then I ate a few, but that was kind of my payment. I also did some filming for that guy right there, the senator of Alaska.
Unfortunately, he's not the senator of Alaska. Frankly, he
What?
got his butt kicked, but turns out we're pretty sure that he may not be legitimately have lost. But we're going to skip over that.
Yeah, didn't y'all hear Steve Smith cheated?
Well, yeah, we know he Wait, how did you know he
What?
cheated?
It's right here on the radio. Turn it on up there.
Sarge, turn the radio up.
Oh, breaking news. It is found in Alaska that Steve Smith has cheated, has been exiled from Alaska, and due to being unable to reach Joe, we have put Sarah Palin back on as senator.
Oh. Wow.
What?
Yeah, they figured it out.
I guess they did. Sarah Palin.
Well,
Wasn't that Steve Smith's running mate? Oh well.
guess so. All right. Well, As mentioned before, we have to keep this quiet from Joe. We don't want to come back to Alaska. Remember what happens. We all made deal.
Yeah.
He's a pretty heavy sleeper.
Very
Jeez,
heavy.
yeah, he's out.
Knocked out. Poor little
All
Joe.
right, so y'all are gonna have to give us $200 there if you want to pass.
$200. All right, hold on. Someone wake up Joe. Someone wake him up. He has the money.
Joe,
Yeah. What?
Joe,
Guys,
get off my. Oh, you're
I had
drooled all over my
I'm sorry. I
crotch,
had a
dude.
terrible dream.
Oh,
I had this awful,
jeez.
awful, terrible dream. That it actually
It's
turned
all
out
wet
that
down there.
it turned out that Steve Smith actually cheated the whole time,
Yeah,
that-
we just.
and that they couldn't
Figured that
reach me, so therefore they just reelected Sarah Palin.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly what happened, man. Look,
But-
it's the hobo dude. Yeah, yo, Steve Smith cheated. You
What?
all a real senator, yeah. But unfortunately, we got our bills to pay here, and we need $200 to let you all through.
Wait. If Steve Smith got caught cheating, that should mean that I win then. Therefore, I should now be the freaking leader of Alaska.
Yeah, about that.
What do you mean about that?
Yeah.
So, you might need to talk to Chekhov.
Why would I need to talk to
about
Chekhov?
that. Apparently, they were trying to call you, and they couldn't get a hold of you.
Chekhov, is this true? Well, I mean, yes, they were trying to call, but listen, I was sick and tired of always having too high of a phone bill, and I've told you guys multiple times that no more phone bill, no more phone. You guys waste my
Oh,
minutes.
that-
So
Alright,
yes,
dude.
that's they did try to call, but I just ignored phone calls. I don't.
Are you gonna give me the 200, or are you gonna keep on walking back into Alaska?
All right, I don't even know what to say right now. I am.
Dude, what? Come on, we gave you a job and everything. I know, I'm giving you a 10% discount already.
10%?
Jeez.
Well,
That's like a
Discount.
So here's the thing. We might have to make some money before we can give you some money.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do. Oh, Joe, what about the podcast?
What about it? What
Let's-
about
let's-
the podcast? What about friends? What about friendship? It means nothing to you guys. It means nothing.
Oh, when did Joe turn into a diva, man?
Listen, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, Joe, it's fine. Don't worry. You'll move on to your next best thing. Everything will be all right.
Yeah,
don't
listen to the
What?
Chekhov's words of wisdom there.
What words of wisdom? More like words of betrayal. All right, listen here, guys. How about
We're
this,
gonna
Joe?
have to-
Don't even worry. Alaska stinks. Tell him why Alaska stinks, everybody. Tell him why we all don't want to be here, anyways. Tell him about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Alaska's beautiful,
Why,
man. You don't
listen
have
here.
that light bugging in your eyes all the time.
Listen here, Mister. I'll give you another. Here. Take this. Here is $5. I have $5. You tell him Alaska stinks right now for $5.
That it is it. I can't even pay for my buds with that.
All right, fine. Listen, Joe, it's fine. Don't worry, okay?
I'll take this Russian cigarette though for you.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right.
Yeah, Mr. Joe, you don't want to be in Alaska, man. It's too cold and empty, and there ain't nothing to do. Plus, Sarah Palin's gonna run it to the ground, you know?
Yeah.
And Canadians are nice, buddy.
You know, you guys are right. I did start
Yeah,
having some hard
Canadians
times.
Ain't got no laws. You can do this all day on the job.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna lie, I did get confused with what day is daytime, what nighttime is nighttime. All my days were getting all kind of flabbergasted and mixed up. You know, you guys are right. This place stinks. You're right.
Yeah, man, you could just be senator of a new state, you know? Something
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Why not try to be senator of what is another
Of
good
Idaho.
state? Idaho, yes, they have great potatoes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Alaska stinks. I mean, why would anyone want to live here, anyways? You know, I mean, so backwoods and ugly.
Yeah.
We can find somewhere better to expand the pizza subs to too.
You're right. You're right. Pizza subs needs to be reached, and frankly, I haven't heard of one franchise ever that's come out of Alaska. So, all right, you guys are right. So what do we need to do? What do we need to do in order to so we got to pay this guy? Is that what's happening right now?
Y'all still owe me the 200.
Oh, gosh. All right, fine. All right, we got.
Sounds like we gotta pay to enter the country.
You're right.
How's this guy keep coming back?
I don't know, but we're gonna have to pay him, and so we got to do a podcast, guys. We got to do one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, y'all can use the inside of the shack here and set up. Just give me a little bit of a plug.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy, we can put you on there and get yourself some hot chocolate and treat you all nice like.
I got this Canadian bacon wee. Yeah. Oh, jeez, it does smell bad in here, dude. Smells like fried bacon and cannabis. Oh, man.
Fried bacon, sadness.
All right, this is going to be hard to do the podcast with my eyes watering so much, but...
I believe in us.
All right. Y'all ready to go, Joe? Just screw in these mics here.
Y'all ready for this?
I am. I'm ready to move on, guys. Let's do this.
All right. You want to start it off for me?
You know what, Hayden? It's been a while. Yeah, I don't know the last time you've actually been here for a podcast. Why don't you go ahead and start this up, man?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay. It's whatever. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pizza Subs podcast. I'm Hayden, and that's Joe over there.
What's up?
And we got Kris with us today, too.
Hello, hello.
So, yeah, welcome to the new year, guys.
2023.
Yeah. Remember everybody with like 2022 was like, it's 2022.
Oh, yeah, like just because like years have just meant nothing now.
Seriously, after COVID, like what's...
Like what even is time?
Yeah. After 2020.
Time after time.
And they're saying there's another crash coming soon or whatever. Another market crash.
A market crash? Oh, who could have foretold that?
Also, you know, if you add up 2021, 2022, and 2023 together, you get, and take out the 0, you get 666.
Oh, That's it. We're done. It's been a pleasure, everybody, doing a podcast with you, but we're about to be destroyed by society. So
yeah, right.
Time to move on, everybody. Time to move on.
Time to fight the real gulag.
The real
gulag.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna go.
The gulag of life.
But how's your guys' 2023 started out?
Hey, you know,
same old, man.
Same old.
Well, my D&D business it might be in trouble, but we'll see how that goes.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean with the OGL?
Yeah, with the Wizards of the Coast shit.
Didn't they just release something like 2 or 3 days ago? They're like, haha, psych. Hey, remember, like, we're going to do this evil thing. We're just kidding. It's a prank, bro. It's just a prank. Haha, prank.
Yeah, it's a lot of shady, like, oh, yeah, we say one thing, but if you read the contract, we didn't change anything.
Sure. No, basically what they were trying to do is like, it's always how companies go. I'm not shocked that they put it out there. I bet you it was to see the reaction and how bad it would be for them to get away with it, if that makes sense.
Well, they I mean, that's what they're saying. That's what their paperwork says. But they sent out a contract to be signed to people and an NDA so that they were supposed to not share all that information.
What was it? GoFundMe? Was it GoFundMe they sent that stuff out to?
They sent it out to all, like, they sent it out to Critical Role, they sent it out to Kobold Press, they sent it out to all the big companies that are making money using D&D content. And anybody that even is like...
Man, sounds like our YouTube.
They're out there public, right? Like, Critical Role has their YouTube channel and all that. So, like, a lot of YouTube producers that have hundreds of thousands of followers... The contract wants it it says 20% of our earnings has to go back to Wizard of the Coast.
It's wild. What's crazy too, though, is like, but I believe like, wasn't there like some YouTuber stuff, like YouTube lawyers were talking about and saying like they probably really didn't have a case for anything though at all.
They can't. Yeah, they can't go ahead and they change that. It's only if we sign the contract does it make it legal. They can't actually.
Yeah, and I think they were saying too, like they would have a hard time anyways with the OGL because like they don't have to specifically create a campaign to use with the rules. That they literally can just say like, it's just a campaign in general, right? For
Right.
So like, because like
You just have to
technically,
remove. You would have to
Yeah.
remove the rules if you wanted to keep using it, which then means that you have to find your own.
but I think you
another.
can just say it's like compatible with said thing, and
Right.
like you wouldn't have to worry too much about like actual actually like having a problem like for it because I think they're even saying like the rules of D&D is not necessarily protected by copyright or whatever it is, right? Like there's copyright and then there's trademarking, right? Copyright and trademarking, right? And everything. So basically what you would have to do is you can say like, hey, I wrote this campaign and it's compatible with that. In fact, you can just say like it's compatible with most, with the most popular tabletop RPG, right?
Right.
And then people can just use the rules and apply it to
There's
that.
actually another law in there that protects a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
And it's called artistic. What is it called? Artistic license.
Yeah.
And so you can always use something as an influence, and it's still your own thing.
Right. So I think basically what's happening is, I mean, because really it's not D&D, right? The guys who create D&D. Really the problem is because who owns them now is freaking Hasbro.
Wizard of the Coast.
Wizard of the Coast, which is owned by Hasbro, right?
It's Hasbro? What the heck?
Yeah. Hasbro owns them or whatever.
Hasbro is mad at people making money off of D&D, and they don't get a cut of it.
The reason why too is because Hasbro took a huge hit this last year, of 2022. Like whatever their numbers were, it was not good. So Hasbro's hurting real bad, right? So they're all just like, we got to figure out how we can make some more money, and that's basically what happened. Was like, okay, like we're gonna figure this thing out here, and we're gonna do this thing here, and that's basically what happened there. So that's why really what I guarantee all this happens because D&D blew up in the last handful of years. Apart from not just from what do you call it Critical Role, right? You also had that TV show Stranger Things and everything as well. And so like the idea of playing D&D has been a lot more enticing to everybody because again, like everyone always associate D&D with a bunch of like nerd stuff, right? Hardcore, like sweaty, stinky nerds played it. But now they're starting to realize like, dude, it's a lot of fun and you're able to really like hang out and create a really awesome environment with your friends. And so I think that's the biggest thing is like, D&D has grown so much, and you have to, and so the big issue too is with that OGL is like they have to remember like what helped create that, which was the community, that came from the OGL. So like the original ones allowing them to basically freely do it with a percentage. So like I don't mind, like so that's the biggest thing is like I don't mind Hasbro and them being like, hey man, like if you guys make a certain amount of money, like we would like to have a percentage of that due to the fact that like you're doing it because of our IP. But yeah, just a little bit, right? Because we like to help keep the lights on, right, and everything too, right? And then you can be like, all right, fine, but like they just wanted so much, and then like one of the biggest things too that they had, which was like if you had, what do you call it? Like if they liked a certain thing, they literally could take that and then basically call it their own,
and then use it in their system and not pay you for it.
Exactly, and that's the biggest thing too. Is they'll be like, oh, now it's ours. They're like, it's ours now. I don't know if you know this, but it's ours. They're like, it's ours.
Sounds like you two. No.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to talk about that.
It's a little complicated, but we'll see what happens in the next little while.
Subscribe.
Yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing was like, okay, like what was it going to be or whatever, and they're like, okay, cool, it's this,
right?
So who knows, but what can you say? So they've gone back on it, right? They're like, oh, bet now we're good, we're fine. JK, LOL, ha, you know.
Yeah, right. We were just going to see how it was being received, and we found out that it wasn't going to be received very well. So, like, yeah,
JK, it's
right.
just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. It's just a
Yeah.
prank, bro. It's just a prank. So that was pretty funny. But
Oh, shout.
so what was so D&D business? Tell me
Yeah.
more about this though. What are you trying to do? I'm super curious.
So I actually get paid to be a dungeon master.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, I've got a current group going on right now. That's weekly, and one group that is monthly, and I get paid about $12 an hour per session. So it works out to be, for me, it's like $50 for 4 hours or something.
Nah. Question then. So like, how do you figure out the dollar amount that you charge? Like, is there
What are you ensuing, Joe?
well, no. So what I'm saying is like what do you do to pick the dollar amounts? Like do you?
Well, it's still like supply and demand, right? So it really boils down to how much people would pay for a DM. So like I said, I usually don't get anybody complaining about $12 an hour. Back when I was
Plus
charging,
tips?
yeah, plus tips. They usually feed me, so there's that. That's the tips. Um, but when I was asking for $15 an hour, people were a little bit more like looking to negotiate.
I guess. I mean, so it's a lot of time. So like for people who don't know, like when it comes to actually being in DM and like prepping and stuff, like the only thing the player has to provide is their character, their set of dice, and then like their character sheet, which they can do digitally, right? Download for free, and buy their own manual, which they can get plenty of copyrights of that manual on, right? So it
Right.
really comes down to the fact that I think like being a DM is a lot of work, and that's why I was asking is like, dude, like how
Yeah.
much do you plan on expanding this? Because I myself
Well,
DM, like if you created this company to where it's like that, and then maybe not necessarily an hour, but more of a session, and sessions
Well,
can
the
go.
great thing about like running a D&D DM business is every single one of these groups can be playing the same campaign.
Right.
So, like, I don't need to come up with a new campaign for everybody that comes through. And so the work can be minimalized. All I need to do is keep track of that specific group's progress and any notes that they have received, because obviously every team doesn't get all the same notes depending on what they do in that campaign, so that's the only work. And then I've already got all the NPCs put together, and when I do random encounters, I'm just pulling a monster straight out of the book. So it's not a ton of work, especially when you get to reuse everything.
For
That's why I
sure,
don't
but
charge.
it's still like you still had to pay for it. Like that's my thing is like
Yeah.
like to prep it up and everything too, and still to even if you have it pre-done, you still have to put like an effort forward for it. So for me,
Oh,
like
for sure.
when it comes to it, like man, like it's in order to have a really good session, right? Like in order to do like one that the experience that people want from the movies and the TV shows that they see, in order to have that, right? And it takes money, man. It takes money and time for that.
Yeah, time for sure. I haven't actually spent a lot of money because of all the open game license stuff. I've managed to get all my books for free, and I get all my adventures for free, and all the maps from the internet for free. And the only money that I've actually had to really pay is so how I run my game is I have an old flat screen TV that I put on the table, plug it into my computer to put the map up on the table,
Yeah.
so I don't actually have to like print out maps and stuff.
Yeah.
So that TV cost me a little bit. And then it's like travel time, food time, and then I'm going to be there for, 4 hours. And dealing with some people that I might not normally deal with in my everyday life. So, for me, because I'm playing and I really enjoy the game and I've had most of that, my decision was that I'm happy with making $50 for 4 hours and, getting food.
Fair enough.
So, yep. And really, all I do, a friend of mine owns a game store in Aurora, so all I have to do is I just post up stuff at his store, and people are always coming by and asking him if he knows anybody that DMs. And
what's the name of the game store?
Denver Central Games.
Okay. Dope,
It's
man.
right across the road from the Kennedy Golf Course down in Southern Aurora.
That side hustle.
Getting that side money.
That's I got my side hustles. When people say that, got my side hustles.
Gotta hustle it.
Yeah,
every day I'm hustling.
It's got to do these days,
100%.
Well, they say if you want to be rich, you have to have 7 streams of income, be it different work, side hustles, hobbies that make you money.
That makes sense.
Investments, that kind of stuff. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, speaking of side hustles and money and investments, did anybody put any money on the playoffs?
Not 1.4 million.
Yeah.
I did not put that down.
Those people that won all that money from the Jags winning.
Dude, that's wild. So did you see like someone supposedly put down $1.4 million?
Was that on the Jags game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's right, yeah.
What was it? 27-0. So someone betted 1.4
the
million
Chargers.
that they would win. And the payout though for that is it's only like 11 grand or something like that. But basically I think the guy he clearly has enough money to where he's like, dope, like that's fine. That's instant income for me. I don't even care. Like I'm like, I got this,
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
So you had to put down 1.4?
Yeah, So he put down 1.4 to only to net.
Only get.
If he was to win, he would only net
11 grand.
11 grand.
That's for.
Sure.
Jeez, you should get way more for rooting for the Jags.
Well, no. So no. So he betted on the Chargers to win, right? So when you bet on a higher value, right? So when they were up 27-0, the likelihood of the Chargers winning was
for sure win. Yeah.
Was such a high percentage, right? So that's why they're like, oh, okay, we're gonna do this and we're betting this much money. What an idiot!
You should have gone for the Jags.
Well, not especially with that 1.4, he could put down. He could put down 10 grand, right? And then supposedly would have won the 1.4, right? I think the payout would have been 11 grand, would have been equivalent to like 1.4. I think is roughly how that would have worked out. So, something like that, or at least $1 million, right? If you put down 11 grand on that, because the odds were so high, right? So how that works is that the odds are so high that the Jags are going to lose that people can put down, quote unquote, a safe bet to bet on the over of a team. And it's funny because people are like, oh yeah, this isn't rigged at all because now the people the biggest thing they're saying is like NFL scripted, right? Like that's a common thing that the NFL scripted.
Yeah, right? Did you see how the Jags came back, all those flags and stuff?
Yeah. Well, I mean, also the fact that Trevor Lawrence, a lot of people don't realize who the Chargers, Nick Bosa was getting his ass kicked by this offensive lineman, right? They can say that too with all the flags, but if you go look at the stats too, there's one guy on the side who had every time he had Bosa got no pressures on Trevor Lawrence at all. Right, if you go look at the pocket protection, you can argue the flags all you want, but go look at the pocket protection. Nick Bosa, which is a huge factor for that Chargers defense, was a no factor. Can we also talk about how freaking he did nothing? What's his butt? You can again argue all the flags you want, but how do you have
who did nothing?
How do you only produce 3? What do you call it? 3. Points right in that second half. So the issue really comes down to the fact that These guys like clearly lost it. Nick Bosa was a no factor. That's why he did the. I mean, you like Nick Bosa, like right, freaking cussed out this ref, and that's why the ref threw that flag. Nick Bosa was all mad. But yeah, so people want to argue because the game's rigged, right? So theoretically, they're like, oh, because the game is rigged, the gambling company won 1.4, but not if people betted on, the Jags to win, which people did, and so like the payout's different, right? I mean, there's still a cut, right? There's a percentage cut, but the biggest thing is rich people do that all the time. Like if you've got 1.4 mil, so like let's say you're worth, shoot, I don't know, let's just say like just 40, 50 million, right? 40, 50 million, right? And you bet 1.4, right? Which is, like for you, it still could be a lot, but like for you, it's like nothing, right? But like, let's say you do that a lot on shoe wins, right? Theoretically, and you do quite a bit on the shoe wins nonstop. Like again, what are the odds of Jacksonville doing that ever again, or anybody ever doing that again? So you can go on the shoe wins all the time, and you're betting 1.4, 1 mil, whatever. Yeah, it's only 10 grand, but if you consistently do that all the time, right? Like you can theoretically more than likely end up winning more than you could ever lose. This guy might have lost 1.4, but who's to say he hasn't betted 1.4 mil all year round and won, 10 grand here, 10 grand there, 10 grand there, right? I mean, theoretically that would have to be like what, like 100-ish bets or so. But like, it's so easy to bet online now. Like you don't have to do a bookie or nothing anymore. Like you can just straight up go around and just do it. So I don't think the NFL is rigged. I think there's way different payout issues with that. I think it would be a little bit more obvious. And also, rich people are stupid too.
Though, right?
Yeah. And rich people are dumb too. I mean, they have a lot of money, especially when you're born in on money. Who's to say that wasn't some like 23-year-old who's born rich, right? So some 23-year-old was like, yo, I'm going to just bet and get this 10 grand and use that 10 grand to go pay for a yacht or something, right? Like, you don't know who betted it, right? Like everyone, it's so funny when people just think of money that much that they suspect it's like they automatically imagine somebody of older age. But like, dude, there are rich kids. There's rich kids all the time. Shoot, for all we know, it could be a TikTok influencer who's dumber than a bag of rocks, right?
Yeah,
like,
in Florida, some OnlyFans.
Yeah, you can argue that the NFL's rigged all you want, but I think it's statistically more likely that you just got a dumb influencer than you do like a rigged NFL.
Right.
OMG, I almost lost 1.4 million. Like that.
Dude, it's
the video, guys.
Yeah, like and subscribe. So it's just
like
funny.
And subscribe.
Because like
I will gamble away all my followers, 1.4 million.
Right?
If the Chargers lose.
There's plenty of dumb people with money out there, guys. So for me, like, I don't know, like it's just weird. And I just don't think the NFL is rigged, but this wild card weekend was wild. I'm not shocked that Tom Brady lost. I'm not shocked that Jacksonville
That whole
won.
team was just bad. And then did you see the Dallas kicker? He couldn't make 4 field goals.
4 in a row, dude. That's like an NFL record. That's so funny.
I like how like Jerry Jones, they're all celebrating. Yeah. And then they turn around to look and they miss a field goal and he's like, what is going on? You like
yeah, they're like, what's
happening? Funny, the third or fourth time when he missed it, they're all like excited and then they turn around, I don't know what's going on with the field goal guy.
It's so funny.
Right.
But who do you think you think Brady's gonna retire now or
no, not at all. He really wasn't even playing that bad to be honest.
But he had some missed throws though. But
in the red zone with if you look
Evans
at that red zone, the
the
interception, like look at how bad the pressure was on him. Like the difference.
And the defense was just right on the
No, the
they
problem
were totally covered.
The problem with Tom Brady, like, and the issue people can say is like he wasn't playing well, but Tom Brady's not good. Tom Brady's still better than a lot of those other quarterbacks that are out there right now, including Derek Carr. So there are a lot of bad quarterbacks out there. I mean, look at the Washington. You look at the Washington Commanders, right? There's a lot of bad quarterbacks out there. And Tom Brady is not one of them. Tom Brady's not one of them. You got to remember, like his offensive line, right, had 2 or like 1 or 2 of their top offensive line guys retired. The coach retired, so he had a new coach. Right. They lost a bunch of players, right? Like the biggest thing is like they weren't the same team that they were 2 years ago, even last year. Last year alone they were different. So really the issue
they had Gronk too.
Yeah, they lost Gronk, right? There's a lot of missing players on that team with no room on that cap or anything for it, right? And Evans was
Yeah, and
still
Evans
having
couldn't even
like
catch.
an
Like
awful
Evans
year.
dropped a really. He could have he had like a Hail Mary touchdown, and he dropped it.
Yeah, 100%. So like, I don't think
So,
Tom Brady's retired. He's definitely going to find one more team. He's
and
probably
their
going to play
defense,
for
oh god, they
one.
just left people wide open.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, the 4th and
Dallas.
2. Like you can you
Yeah.
can be like Tom Brady was this, but dude, that 4th and 2 was one of the biggest blown coverages of all time.
He was wide open. He's just standing in the goal, like
Yep.
freaking ultimate frisbee. Oh,
Yeah.
here you go.
And then the Dak Prescott 4th and 1 run in on the line, right? It was so bad.
You're just gonna let him walk in? Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
the
kind of like,
defense.
nah, man. Like for me, it's like, I don't think so. Like, there's bad Tom Brady's still better than a lot of good day quarterbacks out there. Like I would take him over. Derek Carr, who's definitely not going to be on the Raiders anymore. I would take him over.
Russell Wilson.
I would take him over Carson Wentz. I would take him over Matty Ice.
Yeah.
I would take him. I mean, like there's so many bad quarterbacks out there.
Hey, Matty Ice still plays?
Oh no, Matty Ice is going to retire. He has to. There's no way. I don't know how you come back from that. How do you come back from that?
Wait, what did he do?
So like
he's not on
he
Atlanta
had the
anymore.
greatest. He had the biggest like what was it? One of the biggest like comebacks of all time happened to him.
Oh, was that the Vikings or?
Yeah. That was a Vikings game against the Colts.
Oh, that's right, against the Colts. Yeah.
I don't know how you come back from that loss. Like
that wasn't his fault, though, was it?
Well, yeah, because he couldn't put up numbers anymore after that. Like
he had that happen to him in with the Patriots, and
like, that's what I'm saying. It's twice now. Twice now you have like
That's
some of the greatest
nuts.
comebacks of all time on you. It sucks.
Right.
It sucks. It sucks to be you.
So this is funny because Dr. Disrespect, he was at the 49ers game. Did you see that?
Well, he's a big 49ers fan. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a huge, and he earlier this year he threw like 70 yards on the 49ers field.
Yeah, like 60, 70 yards. People are like, you can't throw it that far. He's like, Dr. Disrespect's like, yeah, I can throw it that far. And they're like, no, you can't.
Yeah, it was like 63 or whatever, but they added it. It was kind of close to 70 or something, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of controversy, but yeah, so he's like a 49ers fan, and he was at the game, like signing stuff, and he's like, let's go Niners. And now he gets to face his friend that he streams with, Tim the Tapman.
Yeah, because
Dallas
Tapman's
Cowboys.
a Cowboys fan. Poor guy.
Yeah, so now they're gonna face. It's gonna be pretty funny to see the streamers.
Yeah. What's so
both
funny
teams.
though is like Dak Prescott looked pretty good finally, right? He hasn't looked that good in I don't know how long.
Yeah.
He's having like arguably like one of his worst years ever, but he showed up that playoff game. You know, he showed up for that playoff game. But we'll see. I still think I think for sure right now those who are going to win the Super Bowl is going to be the.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
It's for sure going to be the 49ers. I do believe the 49ers are coming. There's just nothing about it because not only do they have arguably one of the best defenses, they have an offense.
QB.
Like tell me who would beat them?
Garoppolo. They need Garoppolo.
Garoppolo.
Their main QB.
Well, no, not at all.
Purdy's okay.
Brock Purdy's putting up
doesn't-
numbers better than Garoppolo. What are you talking about?
But he doesn't have that experience, so.
Dude, he's already played in the playoffs.
He did? For
Yeah.
who?
The 49ers.
No, that was Garoppolo last year, I thought.
He's played before. Garoppolo, I thought, ended up being hurt. He's played in there. Everyone always says that, but how old was Patrick Mahomes when he won? Like how many years in was Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, and Wilson. Wilson won his like second
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Super Bowl,
second
but that was
year.
against the Broncos.
No way, dude. No way. Yeah, those guys are
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
win.
see. I think it's gonna be the Bills and the Eagles.
The Bills and the
Super
Eagles.
Bowl.
I just
Yeah.
don't see that offense isn't put enough for
If
me.
Niners-
if Justin Herbert or Justin, what's his name? God, is it Justin? It's not Justin Herbert. I'm so sorry. It's who? Oh my
For
gosh, who's the
the Eagles?
quarterback?
Isn't it like Hurts or something like that?
Yeah, Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Sorry, Jalen Hurts. Right. Like
Yeah,
without
wow.
Jalen Hurts, that team's nothing. Right. So you can still argue like, let's say the quarterback's bad or whatever too, right? But
Yeah,
like
their defense.
the
though, the
49ers
Eagles.
have a good defense. They have a better
Oh,
all around the
yeah,
ball.
yeah,
If
yeah.
one side's having a bad game, the other one is having a good game.
But
like
the
it's
thing is,
so
if
hard.
they play in Philadelphia, though, I think
Oh, it don't
if
mean
the Niners
nothing.
go to Philadelphia,
Don't mean
that's going to
nothing.
be, and they get Jalen Hurts, I think that's going to be a close game.
I don't know. It could be.
But I think the Bills are going to take it all the way.
Nah,
pretty
no
much.
defense. And
Really?
yeah, and what's his butt
Oh,
is like
'cause
just not making it, dude. Just not making
Josh
his
Allen?
throws. Josh Allen's just messing up all his throws. It's so bad.
So what do you think? The Bengals maybe with
No, the Bengals
Joe
have
Burrow?
no defense. If they play anybody with who has any kind of pressure on
Yeah, the Bengals.
their O line is trash. They're like, we fixed the O line, and then you're like, what O line? Like,
They
what
barely
O-line is
beat the
there?
Ravens, and the Ravens just screwed up. The Ravens made too many mistakes.
Oh, 100%.
Like the Ravens just seemed like the better team and
Yep.
everything, but they just messed up. I don't know. So what do you think, Chiefs then?
No, Chiefs don't have a good defense. That's what I'm saying. Is like the 49ers. Like,
Who's-
there's just nobody who has got a
But
better
who are they
overall
going to play
team.
though? Who are they going to play? You think? Who's the best
Oh
candidate?
God, dude. Let me look at the
That's
division
why,
right now.
that's why I'm saying the Bills.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Let's take a look at the
Dude, the
playoff.
49ers did so horrible in the beginning too. They were like 0-3 or something.
Like you mean on
Or, like,
drives?
No, and like their record was like 0-3 in the beginning or whatever,
Yeah. So let's see.
or like 1-3 or something.
So AFC, right now you have the Chiefs, Bills, Bengals, Jags, Chargers. Oh no, this is old. Show me updated. Stupid thing. Come on.
No more Chargers.
Show me the playoff. This is the playoff picture. But
What do
show
you think,
me
Kris?
who's doing what.
Oh, I don't pay any attention to sports really, so
Oh shoot, we're.
I can't even
Broadcasting.
contribute.
But did you hear about that guy on the Bills that had the cardiac arrest on the field?
No.
This guy was going the safety for the Bills. He was going in for a tackle and he got hit in like the perfect part of his chest and he passed out
Oh,
on the field.
I heard that too. I actually did hear that. He just
He
dropped.
was, yeah, they had to give him CPR. He was like dead, wasn't he, for a little bit? Like,
That's what I heard.
think
yeah.
so.
gosh dang, dude. And they
Legally
revived him.
dead for a quick
Bills.
moment.
And then, yeah, he's recovering in the hospital, and so far it's looking good. But yeah, he probably won't play again.
Yeah.
But that's so nuts. Everybody's like, vaccine. It's the vaccine.
Have you seen that? There's
horrible.
this new docu conspiracy thing about it's called Suddenly Died, and it's like a documentary on
Vaccines?
if you look up on the internet Suddenly Died, you'll see hundreds and hundreds of like teenagers, hundreds of thousands of teenagers and people that are in perfect health just suddenly die. But this has been happening forever, so it's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It seemed like when they explained it, like he got hit in the perfect part of his chest at the perfect time. Like that made sense to me, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into
Yeah, well, I mean, this is
anything
kind
like
of like
that. But
this is kind of like the touchy area, right? But the problem I have with that whole like, oh, it was perfect time. How many times has this happened though?
Here we
Like,
go,
how many
Joe.
times have people taken hits through years and years and years, like in the
Right.
professional realm of NFL? Constant hits, constant things, constant hard hits. I really wasn't that hard of a hit. I've seen worse.
yeah, it was
but
just
who knows, right? So a lot of people don't know, like Pistol Pete, right? One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, or the quarterbacks, basketball players, right? He had a bad artery in his heart, right? So perfectly healthy, and then just boom, heart attack. And they're like, oh, he's only got one artery instead of like the two or three. I don't remember. He's missing
on
one
the
of arteries.
field or
I
on the
can't
court?
remember if he was playing basketball or not, but he was a fit
Pistol
guy.
Pete. Oh,
But
dang.
anyways, so playoff pictures.
Yeah.
So Kansas City and Jacksonville are up next. Kansas City will beat the crap out of Jacksonville. Cincinnati
No
and
way.
Buffalo. Yep. Buffalo will beat Cincinnati. Then you got Philly at the Giants. Philly will win. And then you got Dallas and San Fran. San Francisco's just going to murder the crap out of them.
Yeah, they're gonna
Really,
get
the Super
wiped.
Bowl, in my opinion, is going to be Philly versus San Fran because it don't matter if it's Kansas City, Jacksonville, Cincinnati, or Buffalo. Name one of those guys who has a good defense. Those
Yeah,
four.
there's nobody that.
Nobody.
It's gonna be like a
Philly
Broncos,
and
Seattle.
San Fran has a better defense, even Dallas, than all those other guys. So,
The Super
in
Bowl's
my
just gonna be
opinion,
wiped.
whoever wins from what division is this one? NFC, AFC? I can't remember. God dang.
AFC.
The
AFC is like
KFC.
Chiefs.
Um,
KFC.
The NFC is so the NFC is the Phillies, Giants, and Dallas, right? That's them. So the NFC, in my opinion, is going to be the ones who win. I think the AFC is just a joke. I think they're a weak ass joke. So that's what I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got the Jaguars and Chiefs next Saturday.
Yeah.
And then, Chiefs will win. Bengals and Bills. Bills win. So the Bills will play the Chiefs. And then the Giants, the Eagles, as well on Saturday. The Eagles will win. 49ers at Dallas. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Bills or Chiefs, one of those two teams.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the Chiefs going just because, again, like they're more solid than they were last year.
Wow.
Emotionally and everything too. Jacksonville, and I'm not shocked. So my biggest thing too my last year's prediction was that the Jacksonville was going to go to playoffs. I didn't think they would win the first round. To be honest, I thought they were going to lose. Until last week before they even were going to play, because I thought for sure before the game, because I thought with the way that the Chargers played against the Broncos showed that they're weak, and they also got hurt the whole time. But I thought they for sure were still going to make it to playoffs because Trevor Lawrence, the whole year last year, because I knew how bad the head coach was. The whole time last year, there were specific plays where he just looked, in games, he just looked fantastic. And I'm like, bro, that is completely pure athleticism and capabilities. So I'm like, so the fact that he's got this terrible coaching staff behind him, I was like, if they build around him and get a good team, there's no way this guy doesn't fail. And sure enough, it's showing that way. Trevor Lawrence is going to be dope. Mahomes is always going to be solid. And then Joe Burrow, we'll see if he survives 3-4 years. Because that poor guy gets sacked more than anybody else. And then Josh Allen needs to get better. I think Josh Allen's been riding on his magic too much, and he's been making terrible calls, terrible play decisions with the football. He's just trying too hard. Like he's like, I got to try this hard. Like I got to do this or that, and it's really costing his
He's got
team.
that reputation.
Yeah, he has that reputation, so he constantly tries to live up to it, and in my opinion, it's a terrible idea. Like the man doesn't need that. Like he needs to sit there and play football. Like he needs to sit there and focus and play football like how he's supposed to, and stop trying to be like this wonder dream Mahomes kind of bullcrap that he has been.
Mahomes, yeah.
He needs to sit there and stop pretending to be magical and just move on, and then just
That's
really
like
focus
Wilson.
on.
Like Wilson had to. Seems like he's trying to like be the whole Broncos when the Broncos are just.
Russell Wilson's trying not to be Russell Wilson anymore. That's Russell Wilson's problem. Russell Wilson, the best seasons, his MVP seasons, is when he rushed a certain amount of yards. I can't remember, or at least just
he runs around and improvises.
He's like I think he used to rush like move or like whatever he used to do, like at least move forward like 60, 70 times a game, or I'm sorry, a year. And I think he's down like less than half of what he used to do. I don't know the exact numbers. I can't remember off the top of me. 60, 70 sounds right, but that's definitely, don't quote me on that. But it's a high number that he would run forward, right? He would be a mobile quarterback, get out of the pocket, try to force things open, right? That man has done less than half of what he used to in his MVP seasons. Of course he's going to be trash. Not to mention, I knew that head coach, everyone was so excited for this head coach, but I knew he was going to be garbage because Nathaniel Hackett's a hack. I always knew he was a hack because I'm a Bears fan.
They finally fired him, and now...
Yeah. Well, I've never liked him because I'm a Bears fan, so I'll tell you people right now, I hated that guy. I never thought good of Nathaniel Hackett. Aaron Rodgers has always done well. He had 2 MVP seasons back-to-back with Nathaniel Hackett as OC or whatever he was, which is fine, but I knew Nathaniel Hackett couldn't handle a play calling or anything else too. A lot of he reminded me too much of Matt Nagy, and not in a good way. So not shocked how it came from. I bet you, if they find a good, what's that?
Do you think Peyton will be the coach of the Broncos?
Negative.
No,
Peyton Manning wants to be commissioner. Who's
it going to be then? Sean Payton?
I don't know. We'll have to go through it all. They're interviewing the defensive coordinator. They need to stop. They don't need a defensive minded coach. They need to stop at that. They need an offensive minded coach. The problem is like they just did that with Nathaniel Hackett, so they're like, oh, we're going to go back to a defensive minded coach because clearly that's not what happened. But like, no, you just picked a moron. That's what happened. You didn't pick a good offensive minded coach, right? They need to get it, but what they need is a head coach who knows offense, right? Who can manage the clock. They don't need some rookie guy out there running around, right? Everyone's trying to be a what's his butt from the freaking Rams, right? Everybody wants that, right? Everybody wants a young, like crazy, like guru. They want this guru. No, you just need a solid guy who can work with Russell Wilson, right? You need a Pete Carroll. You need somebody who knows how to handle Russell Wilson. When Russell Wilson says stupid shit, right? You tell him, hey.
Yeah.
Broncos country, let's ride. He needs to slap him in the face, right? That's what you need. You need that coach. That? I don't know. It's Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson loves the celebrityism behind it. He's just like, yo, let me be
so mean.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, right. Well, he
said something on Twitter too, though.
He was so bad back in Seattle when he was doing the let Russ cook.
I don't listen to it. I just ride on through it.
Yeah, right. No, he's always been bad.
He's like Matthew McConaughey or something.
Yeah,
like
right.
What
He's just dumb. He's just dumb.
Dude, just play some football, okay?
100%. So
just go back to your hot wife, and play some football.
Right? No, but it's the celebrityism of it. He likes that more than he likes playing football. That's really what it is for him. He's just like, oh, look at me, I'm a celebrity now. Right? He's like, yeah, I bet. Right. Yeah. That's his problem. He's not focusing on the sport, right? It's like hockey.
Yeah, let's ride Broncos country.
Like, who is the guy?
The memes were hilarious.
Like a lot of Avs fans are sad. How are the Avs doing this year, by the way?
They missed the field goal. Broncos country.
Let's ride. Did you see the one where he got off? He's like leaving. He's like Bronco country, and he's like trying to whisper as he's leaving. He's like, let's ride. Like he just can't let it go. He can't let that crab go. He's like,
he got sacked. Like all this grass was in his helmet.
He's like leaving. He's like, he's leaving his microphone. He's like, all right, and that's it. All right, good night, everybody. He's like, Broncos country, let's ride. Yeah, like nice and quiet. Like it's just so he just can't turn it off. He's such a weirdo. Like he's a goofy goober.
He used to be really good.
It's just different coach.
He was like a Mahomes type.
Different coach, different rules.
And then everybody's like, yeah, we need a quarterback like that can run and do that. Kaepernick. Oh, I remember him and Kaepernick. Oh my gosh.
Colin Kaepernick. I never liked that guy. Even before I could care less about what he was, what was going on, and that did not bother me. It does not bother me to this day. What bothers me about Colin Kaepernick is people trying to remember like this guy was badass, but people will sit here on the NFL and shit on Carson Wentz all day. But they forget. But they'll talk about
Carson Wentz do.
Oh, he's trash, right? His second, third, fourth year, he's trash. He from his first year all the way down, he's been absolutely terrible. So everyone wants to talk about how bad Carson Wentz is, but when everyone tries to remember Colin Kaepernick, they try to picture this amazing quarterback. But there's a reason why he was on the bench as a second string quarterback, guys. The man was garbage. The man came in half a season with a top-of-the-line defense with the 49ers 6-0. I am unathletic, fat, out of shape, and can barely throw a football. I can make it to the Super Bowl with that defense that they had. And the run game that they had, too. Okay? Like, the guy didn't even have to try that hard as a quarterback, okay? So, yes, he better have made it to the Super Bowl on that team. And they still lost because they just can't rely on him, right? So, Colin Kaepernick, in my opinion, has always been terrible. Never liked him. I used to call him Colin Kaepernick well before the whole thing.
Colin?
Yeah, 100%. Colin Kaepernick. I was like, Colin Kaepernick out there. I thought they did Alex Smith 30. I thought Alex Smith was a better quarterback, and they would have won.
Oh, yeah. Alex Smith had, like, knee issues, though, I think, right?
Yeah, he was hurt, and just, like, he was just a hurt guy. So that's why they moved on from him.
But he kneeled at the...
Who?
The kneeling at the...
Oh, were you doing a joke about Colin Kaepernick and his kneeling?
Yeah, I was trying.
I thought you were talking about Alex because he actually had some bad injuries or whatever. Especially because they didn't think that. But no, I see what you're saying. No, his knees, his bum knee. No, like for reals though, like it's pretty funny, like how bad Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, he was trying to turn into like an icon. Didn't he have like a Netflix show or something?
I don't know. I'm sure he did. Netflix always has a Netflix show. It's always funny, but. I digress.
Yeah, we'll see. I think it looks like they're predicting Chiefs to win it all the way.
All the
Chiefs
way?
and Eagles Super Bowl and Chiefs to win it. 49ers are not even predicted, yeah.
Okay. Who's predicting this? What is this? If this is ESPN, don't even worry about it. Like, don't even worry about it. If it's ESPN, they can't even get freaking graphics right. Graphics right. They're so broke. They're dumb.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. If it was them, they're just dumb. ESPN's like the worst like sports show I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, now you got to pay extra still. Or whatever. I don't know. They're hanging on. They do some esports stuff, don't they? Or they used to?
I don't know. I don't care. The only football show I watch now is Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee's the
Oh
best.
yeah,
Pat
he's
McAfee's the
funny.
best. What? Dude, I was so pumped when Pat McAfee got sponsored by Bud Light. I was like, let's go.
Really?
Yeah. Because you watch football, or not football, I'm sorry, because you watch hockey, right, Kris?
A little bit. I'm more of a player than a watcher. I don't
That's
sit,
what it
if I'm
is.
gonna sit down in front of the TV and watch something, I'm watching a show or a movie.
Just gonna go out and try out for the NHL.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I know the Avs are getting their butts kicked, I think, this year.
He's like, yeah, part time. I just play on a pro team.
He's like, yeah, part time. He's like, listen, first off, your
play for the
American hockey
Flames.
is garbage.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the good teams are half Canadian anyway, so.
Exactly. See, he knows.
Yeah. Aren't they adding another team?
I don't know.
Well, they got the Kraken now. It's Yellow Kraken.
That's funny.
You love to see it. That's what their fans say when they like win or score or whatever. We love to see it. Oh God. You have one of the coolest emblems, logos of a team, but you got to do that.
They're like, yes, we do.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. The Avs, they won last year, didn't they?
Yeah, they won the Stanley Cup last year. They're like, cool, we're cool now. And then they're like, bet, and then now they're just like dog doo this year.
Bad.
They lost a lot of their players too, like all their older like top players or whatever. They're like, cool, we won,
really?
thanks for that, and now we're moving on to better contracts. And like, dang, really? And they're like, yeah, better contracts.
Yeah, we
everybody.
just won. Now we're actually gonna get paid because I was 19 playing for you guys.
Right, they're like,
out of college. That one guy, Kyle McCarr, wasn't he like 19 or 20?
Dude, yeah, hockey's funny. Hockey's funny because compared to like football and everything else, they actually have like a
You could come out of high school and play.
Yeah. I was gonna say like you can straight come on out of like a game like that and just be like, cool, like this is us now. We're this now. You know, it's so funny to think that
this is us.
We're football players now. You know, it's great. Like hockey's funny. Like football players, you got to go through college, right? Baseball players, you got to go through college. Hockey's like just show up, right? They even have like that weird. They have that weird rule where like it's
anybody can play
like
hockey.
You can be on like standby, right? It's like this guy who was right, like a standby like goalie or whatever, right? And then like this one team is like hurt, right? They lost all their goalies or whatever, and so they're like, okay, cool, now we've got new. You're the goalie now. They call up some guy, right? He's like, he freaking like makes boxes. I don't remember what he made, but he was like, just like, freaking like stocking shelves at like a grocery store.
Full pizza boxes for Domino's.
Yeah, he's like, yo, what's up? And they're like, dang, okay,
don't worry, guys, I'm a goalie. They're gonna call me sometime.
Like, this is fine. So it was so funny because so they would do that, and like so he like some guy like run of the mill guy like ended up playing
he plays
for them and like help them win or whatnot. And it's just so funny because they're like all about it now. They're like, this is great. It was just funny to have them like have some average of the mill Joe Schmo like win a game for them, like help goalie it, right? And then he's got to go back to his normal life of like nothing, which is pretty funny.
All right, I'm gonna go full boxes. That was a fun Stanley Cup.
Yeah. And stuff, but
I'm gonna go work for the UPS.
Oh yeah. Straight up.
Nice. Speaking of that, have you guys seen The Last of Us at all? TV show?
I heard
it looks pretty cool. I like the game, and so I like the concept. Although I have been reading that the actress has an uncomfortable attachment to the guy that's playing the role.
What do you mean an uncomfortable attachment? What's that mean? That's crazy.
They're saying that the young lady, the young girl that's playing the role is like basically in love with Pedro.
I mean, it is Pedro. I'm in love with him.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, who wouldn't be? It's Pedro Pascal. Be in love with him.
Yeah. For one, I guess like people like it because they're like, finally, a video game series followed the game storyline, has the same characters, has the same cast, has the same plots, everything.
Well, I
Right.
heard
Finally,
like
looking at you, Halo.
yeah, I heard they're actually doing it. Oh God, Master Cheeks. I heard
Yeah.
I heard they're doing a really good job actually with it. So I actually might have to check it out.
Yeah, it's HBO.
Dang.
So go check it out. Let us know.
Yeah,
Looks
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Apparently the reviews behind are pretty good. I do enjoy Moist Critical. I don't know if you guys ever watched that guy, but he's a pretty good YouTuber, and I do like his comments a lot of the time. So
Oh,
he
really?
was commenting on how like it's actually a pretty decent show, and he was pleasantly shocked about it compared to like Velma, right? Velma's just straight dog doo doo.
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
There's a lot of
Yep.
stuff out there.
It's getting a lot of bad.
Oh, Velma's
reporting.
getting pooped on by everybody, not just like
That Joe.
yeah, not just like you can argue like whatever, right? Like leaning people or whatever it is, right? You can argue that, but like critics and viewers alike are just like pooping on Velma. It's pretty great. It's pretty funny. They're like, all right, we're done with this. They're like, dang, what? They're like, yeah. And they're like, no, she's awful. It's like what's that show? Big Mouth. Like her people quote it like equivalent to a Big Mouth episode or
Oh, yeah?
whatever it is. Yeah, like and not in a good way either. So
Sure.
they're like, dang, really? They're like, yeah, they're like, it's awful. So like, sheesh. Well, okay. And so, yeah, that's what's pretty funny about it is that they're just trying to cash in on an IP that they don't even care about, right? No one cares about Scooby Doo, I guess, apparently, but whatever. And so that's the issue right now. So like Velma's just getting destroyed, but compared to that, like, again, like apparently,
Yeah, she's got to do OnlyFans.
yeah, she's got to. Well, what's weird, what I don't understand is how, yes, it's a cartoon. Why does that make it okay to make like 15-year-olds super sexual, like hypersexual? Is that still just some kind of form of a, what do you call it, like pedophilia, just through
Oh, dude, I
through
don't even
cartoons?
know.
Like, oh, I probably couldn't even say that because I probably, we're probably in trouble now for me saying that.
Demonetized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like instantly, like you might have to bleep that out because it's bad. So, but like, how come you can do that with like kids, but like everything else is like, but the fact that it's a cartoon is what makes it okay. I guess is kind
Right,
of what I'm
right.
trying to say. Is like
Because it's a cartoon, it's not real, man.
it's not real, dude. So it's like okay, so you guys can say that, but like all of a sudden now like these guys can't do that. Like I'm very confused by it.
Oh, jinkies.
Yeah. Oh geez. Oh gosh.
Oh, jinkies.
Oh gosh. Hey no.
Yeah.
Hey no. Hey no. Sheesh. So
Anything else we should talk about, or?
nothing really. I mean like I think I'm hoping like again I'm hoping Last of Us shows like true homage to the IP, true homage to what's supposed to be done about this.
Right.
Said TV show will show that if you stay true to the artwork that's presented to you, if you stay true to the what do you call it, the like how it's supposed to be, right? The original focus of it,
Right.
the art, the original storyline, the original messaging of stuff that you can have a successful thing and you don't have to make it about necessarily, and it's okay to go off like if you look at like Walking Dead, right? Like how accurate was Walking Dead compared to like the original? It's a little accurate, right? But like a lot of new characters, Daryl, everybody else is different, right? But they paid homage to the original storyline. They paid homage to how everything's supposed to be, and so because of that, they had very successful 10+ year run of the show. And I
Yeah,
think,
except at the end, they didn't know what to do.
well, right,
Kinda
because
like
that's
Game
because they
of
ran out,
Thrones.
right? They ran out of like additional help,
There's no more books.
right? They're like, it's done. But like again, like Daryl was an original character, right? He was an original to the show, right? He was an original person, right? Like that it wasn't in the comics, and he argued to be one of the most famous ones ever. So like that's the big thing too. Is like remember, like you don't have to always be like this really cool straight from the book. You can go off a little bit if you like, and it'll be fine. But you got to do a good adaptation and pay homage to the original information, the original content, and you can have a successful IP. You can have a successful, granted, little spin-off, but a little bit more of your own taste run of the show. But you could do it, and with you doing something like that, you'll be better off for it. And I think hopefully, again, with The Last of Us, they'll push through that. They will show what it's like for that to be successful. And I hope it has a good run. If they do what they're supposed to do, which is continue to stay true to the artwork and all that stuff, I don't mind tweaks here and there. I will actually watch it. Okay, because again, I myself thoroughly enjoy Halo, and if they actually did a good adaptation of it, not their own version of it, I would 100%.
Don't have the characters have sex with each other.
Well, unless those characters were meant to, I think, or like have some kind of inkling into it. You don't have to Game of Thrones something to make it good, right? You don't have to show boobs and butts and stuff. They're like, okay, we gotta show boobs and butts. If we don't show boobs and butts, we're screwed.
Boobs and butts.
Boobs and butts. If anything I learned from Game of Thrones and the vampire crap, boobs and butts are where it's at.
Game of Thrones just random. Like, oh, there you go.
Yeah, the guy kind of wrote
Oh, you don't have your pants on, whatever.
That's fine. This is fine. No, this is good. This is fine.
It's like a glitch in a video game. This guy doesn't have pants on.
Like, this is good. This is fine.
Swinging his sword around.
Alrighty, Kris. Where can they find you at, by the way, bud?
But yeah.
Yeah, well, we have had unfortunate circumstances, and improv has been paused. Our main organizer moved to California to start up over there, and then we lost our free space to do our improv here. So, I'm just an individual now. Nowhere special to find me.
Dang. Well, if anything, guys, if you got questions, I guess, about D&D or whatever, you can hit up Kris. You should probably create like a new Twitter account, like Kris D&D. Kris D&D's nuts.
Jeez.
Well, but until
what about you? Where can we find you, Joe?
Whenever I decide to stream, it'll be average. You can find me at AVG, Average Joe Show. Twitch on TV, AVG JOE SHOW, Twitch TV. You guys can check me out there if I'm ever there. If I feel like it, which has been rare lately. I have a newborn, so it's been a little tough. I'm tired all the time.
You got to stream Warzone 2.
Ugh, no thanks. I think I'll just keep on streaming like Hell Let Loose or something like that if I'm going to do a shooter.
Apex? Oh,
Straight up Apex.
Straight up Apex.
Gotta teach your kids Fortnite.
It was my favorite.
And you can support the podcast by going to patreon.com/pizzasubspod and find some extra stuff there. And also we're on YouTube and Instagram, but who knows for how long. But otherwise, thanks for listening to another podcast, guys.
Of course,
Been
of course.
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody in the club. Let's be getting tipsy.
Everybody in the club.
Everybody in the club.
It's going down? Something like
Going down in the club.
All right, guys. I'll catch you later.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Later.